Hey everybody, I am Vince Miller. Welcome to the Daily. Right here, we just study the Bible a few verses at a time. And there's a lot of people out there that support us in this project of teaching every verse of the Bible over the next 23 years. One of them is Daniel Fortney from Sidney, Ohio. Daniel, thank you so much to you and your family and your friends and your church for partnering with us. We can't do this without you. This is for you today. Our text is Judges chapter 9, verses 7 through 15. When it was told to Jotham, he went and stood on top of Mount Gerizim and cried aloud and said to them, "Listen to me, you leaders of Shechem, that God may listen to you. The trees once went out to anoint a king over them, and he said to the olive tree, 'Reign over us.' But the olive tree said to them, 'Shall I leave my abundance by which gods and men are honored and go hold sway over the trees?' And the trees said to the fig tree, 'You come and reign over us.' But the fig tree said to them, 'Shall I leave my sweetness and my good fruit and go hold sway over the trees?' And the tree said to the vine, 'You come and reign over us.' But the vine said to them, 'Shall I leave my wine that cheers God and men and go hold sway over the trees?' Then all the trees said to the bramble, 'You come reign over us.' And the bramble said to the trees, 'If in good faith you are anointing me king over you, then come and take refuge in my shade. But if not, let fire come out of the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon.'" So if you remember yesterday, after Abimelech slaughters the brothers and assumes control over all the people, there was only one surviving son, and that guy's name was Jotham. He climbs up to Mount Gerizim, which in the Old Testament was a place where blessings and curses were once pronounced over all the people of Israel. Go back and read that chapter, Deuteronomy 27. It'll blow your mind. And in this situation, from Mount Gerizim, Jotham delivers the only parable in the entire book of Judges. And the meaning is pretty simple, actually. You might want to go back and read it again after hearing this explanation, because it might feel a little cryptic to you. But the noble trees like the olive, fig, and vine refuse the offer of kingship because they're already faithful and fruitful and serving one another. However, the bramble, which is a thorn bush that bears no fruit, provides no shade and has only thorns, accepts kingship. It offers refuge, but brambles don't provide shade. Instead, they spread fire and destruction. That's what they do. Now, Jotham's exhortation from Mount Gerizim serves as a sharp condemnation. Abimelech is the bramble, all right? He acts as a leader and seizes power, but he is devoid of any fruit, shade, and life. If Israel chooses him, they will ultimately suffer the consequences, which are pain, fire, and ruin, because that's what the bramble does. So Jotham's parable warns us today about the nature of choosing and listening to the wrong leaders. All right, so godly leaders are the fruitful ones. They serve, give, and bless. Ungodly leaders resemble the brambles. They take, they harm, and they burn. That's what they do. And the tragedy is that people often prefer brambles and ignore the voice of reason. In our cities, in our churches, and in our communities, we still choose these foolish leaders and listen to leaders who are like brambles. And why do we do this? Because they promise this quick refuge, flashy results, or false sense of unity. However, in the end, they have this destruction and hardship and all these lasting wounds and scars on both us as individuals and entire communities. And you don't have to look that far in the past to see all this. Just look to yesterday on the news. Now, the temptation for quick and flashy results persists, I think, even today. It exists in politics, business, the church, and even within our families. Therefore, the critical question we need to ask when considering our leaders is not who appears powerful or who promises impressive results, but rather who is producing real fruit right now. real fruit today. The person who demonstrates genuine fruitfulness right now is likely to continue to do so in the future and will probably be the wiser choice. So, you know what you need to do? You need to choose your leaders wisely. Just look at their fruit. I love you guys. There is so much more to the story. So stay tuned. I'll see you back here again tomorrow.